company today. It's Monday the 20th of July. If you want to get in touch with us, all the details are on the Spreaker page. It's a beautiful sunny day out there. Absolutely beautiful. They say it's going to be hot all this week. All this week going to be boiling hot. So I would suggest to stay cool, of course, at this moment. And, of course, on Friday, if you are going into a shop, you have to start wearing your face mask. And, well, with me, my mother spoke to the doctor's surgery the other day, okay? And they're going to try and get me a letter to say that I don't have to wear one, which is quite a good thing, really. And if you've got a disability or if you're under 11, you don't have to wear one, which is very good. So that's what we're going to try and do this week. And, so I hope it'll be okay for that. So, okay, we're talking about Moon Day now, okay? It's National Moon Day. It commemorates the day the men first walked on the moon back in 1969. NASA, they reported the moon landing as being the single greatest technological achievement of all time. On July the 20th, 1969, Apollo 11 carried the first humans to the moon 6 hours after landing on the moon. American Neil Armstrong stepped onto the lunar surface. He spent 2.5 hours outside the spacecraft Buzz Aldrin soon followed, stepping onto the lunar surface. After joining Armstrong, the two men collected 47.5 pounds of lunar material. Their exposure would make the journey back to Earth to be analysed. In the command model, a third astronaut he waited, and the pilot Michael Collins remained alone. This is in an orbit until Armstrong and Aldrin returned. He caught up in the thrill of the adventure. Millions of Americans watched the missions from Earth. Televisions around the world tuned into the live broadcast. The astronauts had a worldwide audience. As a result, all witnessed as Armstrong stepped onto the moon. Of course, Neil Armstrong, amazing person, absolutely amazing he is. Unquestionably, putting men on the moon became a eternal achievement in the space race, and it placed the United States in a role to go forth and explore into the deeper reaches of the universe too. Into the months and decades that followed, NASA and the survivors stepped up their missions. The day doesn't just celebrate the landmark mission, though, it also celebrates future missions. Private expeditions are also taking humans further into space. Armstrong's one small step for man inspired integrations and sparked infiltration for generations to come. Even future moon missions are planned, including manned lunings. A National Moon Day opens up lots of opportunities to explore and share your memories of the moon landing. Set up the telescope and explore the moon's surface. You can also even explore the surface with a telephoto lens as you discover the moon and start an efficient watch space's exploration. And how does it impact the world today, would you believe? And studying for plans for future moon landings too. What are the thoughts of the moon explosion? Well, while you're celebrating, discover the people who are behind the moon landing, share their stories and celebrate their achievement too. And you can also celebrate the day after reading books or watching documentaries about the Apollo 11 mission for those leading up to it. In the Shadow of the Moon 2007, directed by David Stington, the first of the Moon of Apollo the 8th in 2018, directed by Paul J. Hidbadund, and then The Giant Leap, which is the impossible mission for the fluids into the Moon by Charles Fishman, and The Man in the Moon, which is the Voyage of the Apollo astronauts by Andrew Klinchman, and Hidden Figures by Marjorie Lee Shetterly. And in 1971, yes, President Richard Nixon proclaimed the National Moon Landing Day on July the 20th, which is today, to honour the anniversary of man's first moon landing. However, no continuing resolution was followed. You can enter Richard Christians, who took up the baton by launching a Christmas card writing campaign. The Michigan native wrote to governors and members of the Congress in the 50 states, urging them to create National Moon Day. He achieved some success too. By July 1975, 12 states sponsored bills observing Moon Day. Another modern day support of National Moon Day is astronaut James Moloney. He knows a few things about the moon though too, because as a former creator of X-Men and astronaut of President's original brother Moloney is on a mission. He says if there's a Columbus Day on the calendar, there certainly should be a Moon Day. His goal is a virtual recognised holiday. Back in 2019, last year, President Donald Trump appropriated July the 20th as the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 lunar landing. However, no National Moon Day has actually been declared, would you believe? Wow, it has not actually been declared. Well, you learn something new every day, and I've just learnt that, would you believe? I've learnt something new today, and that is the Moon Day has not been declared. Something new. Well, I never.
Give me time to
forgot to. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is now the Cultural Club singing Do You Really Want to Hurt Me?
Give me time to realize my crime. Let me love and steal. I have danced inside your eyes. How can I be real? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Precious kisses, words that burn me. Lovers never ask you why. In my heart the fire's burning. Choose my color, find a star. Precious people always tell me that's a step too far. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Words of you I have spoken. I could waste 1,000 years. Wrapped in sorrow, words are token. Come inside and catch my tears. You've been talking about, believe me. If it's true, you do not know. This by love's without a reason. I'm prepared to let you go. If it's love you want from me, then take it away. Everything's not what you see. It's over again. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry?
They're great people, the Cultural Club. That's a great band, and they sing some great songs. That was them singing Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? Do you really want to hurt me? God. Okay, so we've got one more song to come in a moment, but first, or shall I leave that to last? I think I'll leave it till last to say what we got coming up on the show tomorrow. Here is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, and then I'll say what we got coming up tomorrow.
Now crystal vision. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams and have you any dreams you like yourself. Dreams of loneliness like a heartbeat drives you back in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you love. What you had, oh, what you love. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You'll know. You will know. Oh, you'll know.
Great song to finish on the show today. So, tomorrow, we're going to move to tomorrow now, because on the show, we're going to be talking to my wonderful great aunt Val, all the way from South America in the Amazon rainforest. But she's not living there at the moment, she's living in the mountains, so we're going to be catching up with her on the show tomorrow. We're going to either be on about 10 or 11. It should be on at 10 tomorrow, but if it's not, it should be on about 11 o'clock. We'll keep you updated on our social media pages, and we're also going to be talking about news and a whole lot more. It's all kicking off on Britain's Best Radio Show tomorrow morning. We'll let you know what time it's going to be. But until then, enjoy the sunshine and have a lovely day.